Hey, people, this is Bugsy here. And I'm onsokumaru. Hey, people always ask you, Bugsy, like, why is your DeviantArt, is your DeviantArt user Bugsy the Hedgehog? Other than the, other than the whole, you know, your, Sonic cartoon thing that you're doing with Project 18. Well, Ani, if I could be totally, you know, Time Lord with you for a minute. Well, people, being a Sand Lord, you live a long, and I mean long, long life. I swear to you, it's long, ungodly actually. But the reason for that is, though I didn't know it at the time because I'm still getting my memories back, it pretty much kind of like a way, because in my heart, you know, on the outside, yes, I'm always gonna be the saying, Lord, blah 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 blah. But I tell you, me and Unisime movies, that made me realize something. Even though I wasn't really technically a Mobian to begin with, I felt it felt Ani, you don't mind saying it? You're tearing up there, bro. Shut up. I always felt, I always felt like I belonged there. You know, and that's why sometimes if depending on what I do or like if a battle was taxing on me both physically and mentally, you know, being you know saving the world and whatnot, I can retreat to the Mobius I knew and hang out there for a while because that my friends will always be my home. That will always be my home. No matter what anybody says, that's what. If I'm not in this world, I'm in other worlds. But if I'm not in those particular worlds that you can find me in, I'm usually in Mobius, hanging out with, hanging out with the Sonic I knew and a whole bunch of other stuff. And yes, I've been to a whole bunch of different Mobiuses, and most of them are generally the same, but with that one defining quality of it all, which sometimes is different, sometimes, you know, that just that one thing that makes it a little bit different. But with the movies I was in, and trust me, you talk to another Mobian about another alternate Mobius, they certainly don't believe you. But hey, that's how it goes. I'm not even gonna lie. That's just how it goes when you're the same Lord like me. And people that say, oh, these, because there's certain people that don't understand alternate universes. You may you may encounter a a version of yourself. That doesn't mean that they're fake. Because really, what do you know? Because people, when you travel around with the doctor as much as I do, much as I did, you see some pretty amazing stuff. And when I was working on my TARDIS, that I didn't want to just go through time and space. Now, I wanted to go through dimensions, but without tearing a hole through this universe or the next universe. So I spent years working on that. I spent half of Sand Lord lifetime, which, like I said, is incredibly long. So as I toiled away, I finished it. I finished it, and boom. And I met met a lot of alternate versions of Sonic, lots of alternate versions of Amy, lots of alternate versions of Tails, lots of alternate versions of Knuckles, lots of alternate versions of Shadow, which I really don't want to talk about. Let's just say one universe wearing a dress. That enough said. Enough said. You know, so basically, basically, I would never call them fake because they're just about as real as any of us, really. They're just about as real as any of us. And basically, so when I come to a whole bunch of different releases, and but it never replaces the Mobius I knew, the Mobius that I stayed in for 5 years before perfecting perfecting a way to get to the universe I'm actually from and get to the place I actually needed to go to, and stuff like that. But I've prattled on about it in a lot of stories, and you pretty much know the gist. And that is why, in DeviantArt, my thing is Bugsy the Hedgehog. And before you ask, before you ask, no, no furry. At me. Anyways, anywho, I guess since I still want to talk about some more stuff, Ani, you want to talk about some stuff that me and you experienced together in my TARDIS? Oh, I'd be delighted. Okay. uh, you know, Bugsy, Bugsy actually just, when Bugsy called himself the Professor for a while, because, you know, in some respects, Bugsy is kind of like the Doctor, a non-British version of the Doctor, but kind of like the Doctor in a way. Bugsy, Bugsy will use his Zanpakuto when he really has to, but he Bugsy will use his mind and his sonic screwdriver if need be, because yeah, he has one too. It's kind of a birthday present from the Doctor. Anyway, so as we we fought a lot of we fought a lot of we fought a lot of Frieza's kind, because they were all scattered about the universe taking it over, and that's what we did. That's what we did. Bugsy had his little theme song too. He actually wrote it in another universe as like a hit there, but none of you know it here, so it's like, you know. But still, you know, you know, Bugsy isn't Bugsy, but Bugsy came to a realization really that there's only like one doctor and there's no room for a professor. So he basically threw the whole idea of him being the professor away for a while. I mean now Bugsy's in full swing. I mean you can either full swing now with his hardest and helping people out. I swear it's just freaking awesome. I mean, even when Bugsy starts to tie this up, I can just hear him hum. And that's like the tune to his theme song, and I'm just like, and then I can play it going. And then we just start humming it, and I go. We'll just hum it as the verse is going. Obviously, but when it usually starts up, we don't know where we're gonna end up. We just go. It's a fun thing that me and It's the fun thing that me and Ani do. I bring a lot of my teammates along if I want to, but really it's just me. Sometimes it's just me and Ani just exploring new places and whatnot. Because people, there's an infinite number of universes. And trust me, it's the two of us. So yeah, we do a lot of exploring here and there. And, if people don't believe that, well, fine, It happens to us. It happens to us, not to you. So you have the right to not to believe it. When you think about it, it's pretty unbelievable. But my point my points and my stories still stand, whether you believe it or not. True. So, you know what? I think, bro. Oh, River's been calling you about the doctor. What you gonna tell her? Oh, that the doctor's pretty much infatuated with another companion, and I had to bring it to River gently about that. I say to you, no way. I say to you, no. I say thee nay. I'm not doing it. Bugsy, you're gonna have to. Because no. At some point, the doctor's going to see her one more time, and that is when that that library thing happens. The thing that the doctor told you about. Yeah. So yeah, you know what you're gonna have to do. Yeah, but not going. I'm not going to. Not yet, at least. The timeline can wait for a few. The timeline can wait for a few months. So, so let's tell them the most awesome adventure we had. Oh, that that would have to be when well when a certain when a certain doctor asks you to actually help him restore the timelines, his timeline in particular. I got to go back and I got to go back and see I got to go back to see the Doctor's incarnations, and since I was mostly there for most of it, I got to see all mine. And wow, I lived pretty long, people. I lived pretty long. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, I've seen it. I've seen it all. You know, I've seen. I've seen. The Earth gets destroyed in the future, but you notice, something. My home planet doesn't get destroyed at all. I don't know why that is. I don't want. I kind of don't want to know because some things you just don't want to find out unless because because that's you know I may be a Saiyan slash Time Lord hybrid, but in here I'm always gonna be like inside. I'm always gonna be a freaking Saiyan. I'm always gonna be a pure blooded Saiyan, no matter what. No matter what freaking happens to me. So it's whatever. Me too. I'm pure blooded Saiyan and also a changeling in some instances. It really helps. It really used to help with my thief work. I can just disguise myself as anything, a guard, a dog, anything. Yep. You know, we we hang out. We hang out in this. We hang out in this earth because we got a house here. We got houses here. So we don't stay. We stay here, but we don't stay too long. Then we got the bar, and then usually on the weekends or anytime I actually feel like it, I'll tell Honey, and I'll pack up the stuff. Let's go. We're going to the church to explore some stuff and eat. And I'll be like, okay, Bugsy, I'm ready to go. We normally don't bring Harima because usually he always has to work, and someone's got to pay our bills when we're not here. And it has to be him. So we'll just hop into the old TARDIS and just go. This is how we do. Yeah, it's pretty much what we've always done, really. But I guess, let's just say a few weeks ago I was a little depressed because let's just say a certain old enemy came back, old allies came back, but they were evil. Had to had to stop said old enemy, destroy that. One of my allies gave up their lives to save mine again, which made me feel like I failed them. And this ally I used to know, me and her had a history. So yeah, I was really sort of freaking depressed back, those 2 weeks ago. But you deal with this stuff your own way. Others, it's punching pillows. Others, it's punching pillows. For some, it's just hanging out. For me, it's pranking the ever-loving God out of Vegeta. Like, I don't know that. I don't know. Something about that just calms me. I don't know why. I prank Vegeta mostly every day. But when I'm like really depressed, I don't know. Seeing his howls of anguish makes me happy. And yeah, that's kind of a sadistic way to think about it. But when I think about it, the reason I don't like Vegeta, the reason I never liked Vegeta, and the fact that he is my cousin still, yeah, the freaking timeline can never, even though the timeline got fixed by me, I can never change that. Oh well, oh well. But pranking him is fun. There was this one time. There was this one time I said to Vegeta, "Hey Vegeta, you know what? You might want to check if Trunks is really your son or not. Just saying." And I didn't say like just saying because people go like, "Oh, okay." I don't go just saying because technically, just saying was my thing before it was Team Fortress thing. I never used it for you. I never used it for like other things. But yeah, that was pretty much my thing. When I was messing around with Vegeta, I'd be like, just saying, yeah, that's my thing. That was my thing. And it was just, it was just freaking funny, just to mess with Vegeta for those 2 weeks because really it just put me back in the state of mind which I'm always in, which is irrepressibly happy and you know irrepressibly happy and always kind of helping people out. So yeah, pranking so pranking Vegeta actually makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. So yeah. So next thing, what are we gonna talk about for the next thing? Oh, a lot of people, a lot of people, a lot of people ask me, Bugsy, if you're a Saiyan Lord, why does everybody keep sending you stuff about your love life and stuff like that? If you got all the knowledge of the universe or universes, when I think about it, honestly, I don't know. I guess it's exciting because certain people want to know about these people because I've been to this universe and I've been to that universe and I've been to this and that one and that one and that one. So they want to know this, they want to know that, and they want to know this. So yeah, I get it's it doesn't really bother me. I remember last time, because the doctor does a similar thing to what I do. Um, Dude actually has a Tumblr account. Don't ask me how, but he does. Um, he said the exact same thing. All the knowledge of the universe, and you guys want to know about my dating habits. I was, when we have our own Tumblr account. I'm always talking to him, and he's like, "Really, Bugsy, really?" And I'm like, "Come on, Doc. People always want to know more about you. It's like when they see you, they just want to know what you are, and they're like, "Oh God, who is this man? Who is this man in a coat that has this thing in his hand, which is a sonic screwdriver, but I don't know what it is. I must know more about him. He saves lives. He saves lives." Dude, that is pretty much everybody's general reaction when they meet him or see him. I swear to God, you that is like the general reaction. I mean, I mean, when people see me, it's like when people see me, oh my, when people see me, it's like, oh yeah, he's like the Doctor too. People are always, people in this world always see me as like a generic rip off of the Doctor, but I'm not. I'm so different. I'm different but the same because have the same. We both have the same ideals. But the thing is, I'll kill. I'll kill when it's actually necessary. The Doctor will try to find some way to help somebody even if they're evil. But me, you pretty much know me. Um, but I'll only kill when it's necessary. When I actually feel like I need to fight this person, and I need to destroy him before he hurts anybody else or tries to kill anybody else. That's me. Doctor will basically try everything he can to help, and usually it ends up bad. And I guess that's why. I guess that's why people are so fascinated with that other version of Doctor Discord. Discord Who's. You know, they're so fascinated with that one because technically, you guys don't know. You guys probably do know this, but if you don't, it's probably because, well, pretty much everything that Discord Who's is like is, all the insecurities. Those are all the insecurities the Doctor actually freaking has. You don't. I mean, if you actually meet the guy, yeah, you don't see it. But when you travel with them, you see it. You see it, and pretty much that's what it is. What else? What else? What else? I'm so freaking yeah. But I guess that's why people are so interested in him. And I actually met Discord who's not no video. I actually saw the dude. No joke. It, and I don't know. He just irks the ever loving crap out of me for some reason. Yeah, as a doctor, he's discorded, but something about him just irks the ever loving crap out of me. I don't know why. It's like that. It's like that thing with It's like that thing with with was was the one person other than you that's arrogant as crap that I just can't stand. Who? Um. Oh god, it's gonna come to me later. It's gonna come to me later. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, he's kind of like Superboy Prime, but Superboy Prime irks me for a reason because he's a freaking douche. He's a freaking douche. And I'm glad I locked him into that other dimensional prison. Hmm. Someone needs to make a comic out of that. Just me beating up Superboy Prime for like a whole issue. Now that That would be cool. People ask how do I feel about the 52s, and I'll explain to you that it's to me. I just don't like how they just retconned everything. That's the main reason I don't like it. And I gave it a chance. I gave Flashpoint a chance, and whole Flashpoint's like taking all the Flash's things and just throwing them out in the wind. A whole bunch of other stuff. So I don't technically read the 52s. Um, but I'll tell you something. I am a DC fan. I'm a DC fan, and of the comics, and the one thing I really like is the Silver Age of comics because they were goofy, they were silly, they were all over the place, but they were fun. And don't get me wrong, I like the other modern comics before the 52s, took front and center. But the Silver Age, I don't know, there's something about it that I just love, Something about it I just freaking, can't get enough of, you know. I'll freaking, I'll watch Batman Brave and the Bold because I really like the Silver Age, and it's like a throwback to that. Just the silly goofiness that I like. Um, whenever you know, I like Batman bringing the ball, and I was mad with it. I was mad when they freaking took it off and they ended it like that with Batman trying to cancel the show. And this new thing called Beware the Batman, and I don't know what to think about that. But it might be like it might be like another Batman animated series. It might not be. I personally wouldn't know just yet, but trust me, it's not. I don't think it's gonna be good, but it might be. Just being, I'm just being kind of with it because I don't know about it. I'm kind of unsure about it, so I got mad about it in one of my other videos, talking about the talking, because people were tripping that the Joker wasn't gonna be in it. Um, I guess it was because of Mason tripping that I guess either tripping that Joker was gonna be in it or wasn't tripping about it, and I just basically said, in my one video I just said, you know, um, people stop tripping out. The Joker's been used too much. Let someone else have a turn. Let's all stop tripping because there's some other Batman villains that haven't even been used. Stuff like that. You know, this man can pilot a TARDIS and make a good video. But hey, a lot of people want to know what's my deal. What what do I like doing? What's my hobby? What makes me tick? If I told you what made me tick, you'd be tripping. You'd be tripping out in your socks. Well, with with me. Oh, you're gonna tell them the whole story about you? All right, I want to hear this. All right, but like before me and Bugsy uh came back together and we all started the big three. We all did. Me and Bugsy and Harlan all did go our separate ways at one point. I opened the School of Ninjas. Hey, you didn't teach them anything, I might add. Bugsy, you're a douchebag, and yes, I did. You didn't teach them any skills. You guys got together and talked about what you say to girls to make you guys think they're cuter. And I just, and I was there for that. I posed as one of your ninjas. You didn't know. And I was just rolling my eyes the whole entire time. You were just going on and going on. And also that Shinobu chick just spent time and effort trying to get, but she was a lesbian. And I laughed. Then me and you tried to peek freaking, in their freaking, in the freaking, like, area, like a freaking, freaking hot spring, and we decided to peek because, hey, you decided it. Hey, I learned, we learned to peep on chicks from the master. I would never call Geen a master of peeping because he always would get caught. I mean, he would get caught in there every now and again. I swear to God. Uh, I haven't even talked to Geen like in a long time because he's always been busy. You know what's funny? Um, I'm sitting. This is a story. I'm sitting. Me and I are just sitting watching our little Weird Al Yankovic concert. I'm sit. I'm sitting in my chair. Ani's sitting in his chair. We're just sitting, knocking out, and then we get a call from Gene. And he's like, "Hey guys, I know you don't have a girlfriend. I know you don't have a girlfriend yet. How about you guys hang out with me and we'll peep on some chicks?" And I'm like, Gene, aren't we a little old to be doing that? And me and Ani are both too old for that. He's like, come on, guys, it'd be fun. When have you ever hung out with me? Since you guys haven't hung out with me for a long time. Yeah, Geen used to guilt trip us into doing mostly everything, and it was bad. Most of the times we peep on chicks, it would be bad. He'd guilt trip us. And trust me, you think you think I was worse? You think I was bad? Ooh, Geen. I learned a few tricks from Geen I wish I hadn't. Horny werewolf. And the one thing that we all can agree on, he doesn't like Twilight. We thought the vampires are actually our friends. One being my former lover, and they all hated Twilight. I mean, god dang, even actual vampires hate Twilight. That is a testament. Stephanie Meyer made it for tweens, and it actually freaks out actual vampires. They actually think it's a piece of crap. It's not just us. We're like, oh god, they believe. They believe. Oh man. And but freaking Gene is like, when Gene's like, when werewolves actually transform, it's because of the moon, and two, when we transform, we still have our clothes on if we don't take them off. You know, they don't just magically come on. They'll magically come on and off when we change back from regular to werewolf. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the point. Oh man, I swear to God, I think one of these days we're gonna do something with Gene, and it's gonna be fun. They'll actually hear his actual voice, which actually isn't that bad. He's in the anime of himself, and he's like, oh God, seriously, that's how they see me as? I mean, I have a lot more smooth. We're like, dude, this is basically you to a T at one point. He's like, no, it wasn't. And we actually pulled up some pictures of him doing stuff. He's like, you guys, that didn't happen. And we all know it happened. Me and Ani had the scars to prove it this one time that we peeped in a freaking the girls' locker room one time. This is back when we were all enrolled in Yokai Academy. And let's just say, me and I still got scars to prove it. And Ging, being the lucky wolf that he is, didn't get scarred like we did. And I swear, I got him back for that. You know, being all a part of the newspaper club and everything. Wow, this vlog has been really, really freaking long. Oh, finish up more about yourself. We just started talking about Geen for no apparent reason. Oh, and then, but what y'all don't know is I actually chose not to teach them actual ninja moves because I was a veteran in the Great Ninja War. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Yes, I was. No, you weren't. I mean, yes, you were a ninja. Yes, I think the war happened, but after the war happened but after you became a teacher. Uh, the war happened after you didn't even know about it. Or did I, Bugsy? You don't know. You don't know. These Lords can live a long time, so how you don't know I wasn't a part of that? Because you would have told me. Point blank. Still, you don't know. I may have not told you. I may have led you along. I may probably made you believe I wasn't a part of it. But yeah, I was. That war was horrible. I guess subconsciously I blocked it out, and in some ways that's the reason one of my students never learned mostly anything about being ninjas, because subconsciously I didn't want them to go through what I did. You know? But that's just how I see it. But then people, that's pretty much all I gotta say. But everything is ninja nonsense that you've seen in the anime. Yeah, bad stuff, all that happens. Even him getting beat up by a little girl, a little ninja girl that uses freaking um, talismans or scrolls or whatever. That actually happened. Oh, shut up, Bugsy, Mr. Perfect, Mr. I can't do no wrong. I really can't. Yeah, that's the thing about you. You're always so freaking. You're always acting all so perfect. Meh, meh, meh. Well, I wasn't always by the book when I was a Galaxy police officer. If you want to know that truth, really, yeah. But a lot of people claim I was by the book before I, met you know who. But not really. I was just a guy that used to just have a lot of fun, even when I was in the academy. But that's another story for another day, because this is already too long. Well, see you later, folks. This has been me, and I'm Sakamaru, and we are getting out of here now. See you guys later. Bye. This is a big vlog about everything about me and onsokumaru. That is the title of this video, and we'll be seeing you. Right now, we're gonna go in the TARDIS and go somewhere. See ya.